We have understood how terrible, virulent is our mind antakarana, that it never allows us to focus on our spiritual life and sadhana. And all that is because of our own simple innocence only, or we can call it as some ignorance and inadvertence. What it is we need a particular type of antakarana for the spiritual sadhana. We are not realizing the importance of maintaining, managing our entire personality right from Stula Deha onwards, mainly the Antakarana, suitable for the sadhana. That day when we realize that all our Adhyatmika sadhana, pragati depends on how we manage our Vyaktitva, we are really growing, we are really maturing. Until that day where we are serious, sincere in our studies and sadhanas, but not minding our own personality, that means we are not matured. The main thing we are not understanding. That is how throughout our Shastras, both sadhanas of preparing our equipments and using those equipments for the study and sadhana, both are mentioned continuously and simultaneously. There is no place where the preparation of our Vyaktitva is not mentioned. So, therefore, what is sadhana from now onwards? Fully aware of how I am managing my own Vyaktitva. Is it in anukulata with my sadhana, or by my mistake inadvertence am I making it pratikula? We have to be very serious in this discussion. Personally within. By making the Vyaktitva pratikula, then trying to do the sadhana is sure to be fighting only with ourselves. Sure to be failing fighting. जरूर हारने वाला युद्ध है ये. So let us realize very soon and give due time importance for the purity of the mind, quietening of the mind. Then the making intellect in that sattva always, and it should be sharp, subtle, keeping the body and senses intact. They are very, very essential things. Calling them as mithya and maya, and not minding them and leaving them let loose and allowing it to gather all dirt and dust of the world. Then we want to do any sadhana, starting from puja, upasana, japa, bhajana, kirtana, then the shravana, manana, nididhyasana, none of them will happen for anyone. That is why all the gurus in the beginning only train the disciples in these basics. Those who are trained in the basics, they alone will be benefited by the subsequent the knowledge of the truth. Others also will listen. Those who have not got trained, even though the training is not given, but then they won't get benefited. Then we can't blame the guru. Guru Maharaj, उनको तो मिला मेरे को क्यों नहीं मिला? Guru says, I taught both of you the same, but he is prepared in his all antakarana with earlier said sadhanas. You have not prepared, what can I do? सेम वे यदि श्रुति माता भगवान ऑल्सो से हमने तो आपको पहले ही बताया आप जिस इक्विपमेंट से साधना करते हो उसको मैनेज करना अति आवश्यक एंड इट्स अ कंटिन्यूस जॉब relentless job with full awareness we should learn the art of doing it always. How it is done is only one way कि my sadhana next sadhana is of study or next sadhana is attending a class or next sadhana is japa or puja conducive to that, making it convenient for it should be my present movements and movements. Every movement and action of mine should be keeping in mind, am I uh, preparing for sadhana or am I doing something by which I am not able to do sadhana. The two types of sadhanas are one sitting for sadhana, second doing it. Is it not? पहली बात तो हम बैठते ही नहीं, कुछ बार बैठने के बाद होता ही नहीं. Both are because of only one reason, impurity of the mind. And what is impurity of mind is the rajas and tamas only. That's it. Rajoguna because of valuing the outer world, Tamoguna because of valuing the Deha and Sthula Padarthas, Bhoga Adi. Clear? So when these things are understood, we manage, I think we can slowly do good thing for our own sadhana. Without it, then we'll be tired, fatigued, exhausted. One day we leave the sadhana, then it's only a dream. Again, we are back to the worldliness. And देखते देखते उम्र खत्म हो जाएगा, opportunity खत्म हो जाएगा. So this is how gathering information, converting it into knowledge, inspiring ourselves to be on the path, using that knowledge and doing both the sadhana of preparing ourselves, qualifying ourselves, and the actual sadhana of mananam chintanam. ये सब मिलकर करना ही आध्यात्मिक प्रगति का कारण होता है फॉर एवरीवन. So may the Guru Parampara, Devata Parampara be fully, deeply worshipped so that their blessings, along with our own convictions and commitments, make this thing happen. Let us try. Today also we will do Yaschandasam. From tomorrow, we will do other mantra. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्भोरिविश्रुवम् ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्भोरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्भोरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्भवधारणो भूय शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्भोरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्भोरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्भोरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, in our 9 classes of the day, first one we have done the Veda Mantrocharana, then we will do our Taittiriya Upanishad with Shankara Bhashyam. Second, then we do Yoga Darshanam Shastram, third. Then our Mundaka Upanishad in Telugu, fourth class. Then Gita for the youth is happening, fifth. We have Bhagavatam, 12th Skanda today, the sixth class. Then the 10th Skanda, then the seventh one. Then we have Adhyatma Ramayanam, new chapter starting, the eighth one. Then we have the Ashtalakshmi Ashtottara Chaturamavadi. So lot of occasions we are giving it to ourselves. But each of them, as sincerely, intensely we do, so it is good for us. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sarusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Vyasam Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhe Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaran Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayinam Sutra Bhashya Kruta Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Karunavarunalayam Palayamam Bhavasagar Dukkha Viduna Hrudam Rachaya Kila Darshana Tattvaidam Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvataitam Gaganasatuşam Tattvasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalavachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavataitam Tirunaraitam Sadgurun Namahami Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samastu Brahma Vidyachari Bhyorshibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaham Shri Vedavyasa Vishambhaya Agnivalkya Shankara Gurubhyo Namaha Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha Tesham Sarvesham Gurunam Devatanam Anugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodhasya Asmin Kshane Eva Anubhava Siddhyartham सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृते हैंदव संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम ये भक्ता साधका धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निश्चिता सन्ति तेषां शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना सानुकूलता संपदा प्राप्ति द्वारा दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः श्री आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदन्धारिते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावेत तद्वक्तारमावेद आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम्। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानंद वल्ली। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अधश्रमोऽनुभागः। ओम भीषास्माद्वातः भवते भीषोदयति सूर्यः भीषास्मादग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च मृत्युर्धावति पञ्चमहिते सैषानन्दस्य मीमांसा भवति युवा स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्टो दृढिष्टो बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात्। स एको मानुष आनन्दः ते शतं मानुष आनन्दाः स एको मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एको देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एकः पितॄणां चरलोकलोकानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं पितॄणां चरलोकलोकानामानन्दाः स एकः जानजानां देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रेयस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतमाजानजानां देवानामानन्दाः स एकः कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दः ये कर्मणा देवानभियन्ते श्रोत्रेयस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दाः स एको देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रेयस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एक इन्द्रस्यानन्दः श्रोत्रेयस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतमिन्द्रस्यानन्दाः स एको बृहस्पतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रेयस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं बृहस्पतेरानन्दाः स एक प्रजापतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रेयस्य जाकामः तस्य ते शतं प्रजापतेरानन्दाः स एको ब्रह्मण आनन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य जाकामा तस्य स यश्चायं पुरुषेश्च स वादित्ये स एकः स एवंविद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते तदप्येष श्लोको भवति। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। लौकिकः अपि आनन्दः ब्रह्मानन्दस्य एव मात्रा। Every laukika ananda is a part and parcel of Brahmananda only. And what is that which is forcing us to go for this part and parcel laukika ananda and not the Brahmananda? That question is answered. Avidyaya tiraskriyamane vijnane. By avidya we are doing the tiraskara of this vijnana. That Brahman alone is Ananda Sarupa, that Brahman alone is in us, that we have to discover. This Vijnana is Tiriskriyamana because of Avidya. So that force inexplicable because of which we are not respecting, revering the Brahma Ananda or Brahma Jnana. That force is called Avidya. So instead of going more and more intellectual, trace to the problem, sort out the problem. So as long as we are denying the Brahma Vidya, so long we are in Avidya. As long as we are valuing Avidya, we will not be getting Brahma Vidya. So in the Avidya, we will have desires only to get the Matra Rupa Ananda through the Vishayas, which is called Laukika Ananda. First point. Second is what? When in this way, because of ignorance or innocence or stupidity or misguidance or no guidance and wrong thinking, whatever the reasons, all put together is called avidya. Because of this, then when the vidya is tiraskruta, then the other point is what? Utkrishyamanayam cha avidyayam. Here, then the avidya becomes predominant, in which the kama karma are the next two steps. Then what happens? Brahmadivihi, even from the Brahmadeva onwards. So, all beings, up to you and I, let us say human beings, what they do? Karma vashat. Here, karma means vasanas. Karma vashat, yatha vijnanam, as their intellect goes to decide about this is the object or this is the situation or this is the result going to give me sukha, depending on this yatha vijnanam vishayadi. Okay, sadhana sambandha vashat, he enters into the vasha, the slavery of a relation with vishayadi sadhana. So that Vishaya I want and for that I have to do this. In this way, Vishaya Adi Sadhana Sambandh के वश में आने के कारण. So therefore we are in the Vishaya Adi Sadhana Sambandh vasha. And that is because of inside पीछे जाओ अविद्यायाम उत्कृष्यमाणायाम, intense extreme this avidya kama karma chakkar is there. It means we are not conscious that it is what is happening and we are getting flown it. Remember, a person even he is getting flooded in the ocean river, when he is conscious and then does his efforts and calls others for help, when they give help he can come out. But is subconscious or unconscious or getting flooded in that, nobody can save. In the same way, we have to be conscious as to how we are going for this minimal matra rupa laukika ananda at the cost of brahmananda. When we become conscious of it, there is a chance for our effort, there is a chance for taking the help of the guru and shastra and God also. So therefore, first of all, avidya has done the tiraskara of the vidya or vijnana. Second, this avidya has become predominant. That in that avidya, because of vasanas, yatha buddhi, there is a desire of some object or something as the cause of happiness. Then to obtain that, there is sadhana, means that respective karma we are involved in. Yatha vijnana, vishaya sadhana, vishayadi sadhana sambandha vashat. Then what is happening? Then we are working, that Vishaya is being gained, then we are enjoying it. This is called as Vibhavyamana cha loke. This is called as Laukika Ananda Sampadyate. This is how. And what is the limitation in it? Limitation is Even though it is very, very small, still it is not stationary or permanent, it is anavastitaha. So this disease is there in all of us. We have to recognize and find the treatment for it. The only treatment is regular listening to the Shastras, in which Brahma Tattva, Satyatva, and he alone is Ananda Swarupa. That knowledge is again and again received. At the same time, the Ananda is Vishayas, is from the Brahmananda only. Vishayas are only the projected things, they are not real. They are only having the binding effect, taking us away from the Paramatma. These things deeply should enter into our system to remove all those notions or the strong thoughts because of which we are continuing to be a samsara. है कि नहीं सोचो ऊपर ऊपर हमारा ज्ञान है और डीप रूटेड हमारा अज्ञान है सो फिर कौन काम करेगा अज्ञान ही काम करेगा सो जिस डीप रूट में अज्ञान है टू दैट लेवल और ज्ञान वी हैव टू टेक डीपली एंड देयर यू हैव टू एलिमिनेट दैट डीप रूटेड अज्ञान दैट डीप रूट इज कॉल्ड conviction only. The deep convictions have to be changed. That in the Vishayas there is Sukha, too in the Brahman alone there is Sukha or Ananda. Okay. Now, Saha Eva, that same Vishayananda only, which is gained by the objects because of the basic mistake of avidya, kama, karma. Be attentive. We think the Ananda is growing because of more and more Vishayas come. But it is the picture shown is the other way around. What is the other picture shown is what? The Brahma Ananda is blocked because of Avidya Kama Karma. First. Second, the same Brahmananda, out of the Avidya Kama Karma, whatever the Vishayas are there as a desired objects, through that as a Matra, a small little portion, it is coming. Now the relation is what? The more and more reduction happens in avidya kama karma to that extent more and more Brahma Ananda reflects. Thus, in not strengthening avidya kama karma but in weakening them, our Ananda sthai is growing or grows. Therefore, the difference between Manushya and Manushya Gandharva Ananda, Manushya Gandharva Ananda is 100 times more than the Manushya Ananda, not because the Manushya Gandharva has got 100 times more objects than the Manushya. Rather, he has got 100 times more purified Antakarana because in him the apakarsha of avidya kama karma happened because of some or the other technique of, let us say, the knowledge or any upasana or any self discipline. This is a main thing we have to catch. Otherwise, we will continue in the notion of more object, more sukha. More Vishayas, more Sukha. In this notion, that's what the science is doing today. More amenities, more objects, more Sukha. In this way, they go on inventing, creating. But the more they are created, the more we are becoming slaves to that, the more we are suffering. Very careful. That doesn't mean we ask the science to stop. That's not our subject. But we are trying to understand this topic by that example. So that's why he says Saha Eva, that Ananda only, Brahmananda, reflected as Vishayananda, Matra Vishayananda, Avidya Kama Karma Apakarshena. देखो नॉट उत्कर्ष अविद्या काम कर्म का उत्कर्ष से नहीं अपकर्ष से okay and little one or two hints are what just changing our attitude it's not the ananda in the vishayas but it is in the quietness of mind. It is not in getting the object, but by God's grace. Or the Ananda is my own Swarupa, I need not depend on outside. These type of bits of avidya removal knowledges leading to the reduction in the karma and the kamya karma. See, karma agitates the mind, karma pushes us outside. With that, we are going away from the self. So the far away we go from the self or Brahman, आनंद स्वरूप ब्रह्म से दूर जा रहे हैं तो फिर दुख ही मिलेगा आनंद कम ही मिलेगा. But when the apakarsha has happened, obviously, quieter the mind because the kamana got little reduced. Then no extrovertedness of the body running into the work. Therefore, in that quiet mind, unagitated mind, not running out wala mind, the Brahma Ananda reflects 100 times more than the earlier one. That is how सह एव अविद्या काम कर्म अपकर्षेण मनुष्य गंधर्वादि उत्तरोत्तर भूमिषु. देखो, मनुष्य गंधर्व कौन है? नॉट द एक्सटर्नल अटायर. नो, इनसाइड इन अंतकरण he has got 100 times lesser avidya kama karma. Therefore his ananda is 100 times more than the ordinary manushya. So manushya gandharvadi uttarottara bhumishu, and three things are added which will throughout the topic we will discuss because they are the crucial things. This manushya gandharva में क्या हुआ जिस कारण 100 times more ananda is getting? कि अकामहतत्व, then vidvatva, then shrotriya. These three. He is less being hit by the kamana. Like in case of human beings, Manusha, the force of kamana is so much that he is ready to do any, even papa also to fulfill it. That much kamaha tattva is not there. That is the stage of the Manusha Gandharva. Clear? That way we have to understand. So to the Vidvatva. The Vidvatva is got common sense here. Ki I am suffering because of the kamanas only. When they are removed, the ananda will be more. That's how the Vidvatva. Third, Shrotriyatva is again by studying the Shastras thoroughly, tracing the all ananda to Brahma Sarupa, Brahma Tattva, and increasing our desire to possess Brahma Tattva. And to obtain Brahmanubhuti, when these three are more and more strengthened, to that extent, the Ananda ko block karne wale, all the negativities get reduced, this Ananda gets multiplied 100 times. That is the meaning of here. Shataguna Uttara Uttara Utkarshena. And how far that way we can reduce the Kamaha Tattva, we can increase Shrotriyatva, we can increase Vidvatva, up to reaching up to Yavat Hiranyagarbhasya Brahmana Ananda iti. So avidya kama karma ka apakarshana karte karte we can go up to Brahmana Ananda. That is Hiranyagarbhasya Brahmana Ananda. But it is not Parabrahma Ananda. Parabrahma Ananda is when you discover Parabrahma. Here Hiranyagarbhadi, the lower Anandas are by eliminating avidya kama karma, reducing avidya kama karma. So the more avidya kama karma reduced, the more purer are the equipments. More pure are the equipments, more vivid, distinct, clear, extra is the reflection of Brahmananda. But still it is a reflected Ananda, Upadhi Janita Ananda only, Upadhi Kruta. Upadhi Pratibhimbita Ananda only, don't forget. Up to Hiranyagarbha. So when we chanted just now these mantras, so as you are saying Te Shatam Manushya Ananda, Sa Eko Manushya Gandharvanam Ananda. So how, what is the difference between Manusha Gandharva? Is it that Manusha Gandharva is 100 times more the objects of the world? No. But reduction in avidya kama karma. Avidya kama karma apakarsh के कारण होने वाला अंतःकरण शुद्धि में is ananda is 100 times more. Again, the 100 times more ananda is what? Is more peaceful and more joyful. As we said, the dependency on the objects or the thoughts or the efforts are reduced, then the Brahma Ananda reflects more vividly, more beautifully. See, the more objects I get, more positions I get, more people respect me, I'll be happy more. This is a wrong notion because of which we are becoming extroverted. You understand? Actually, we have to find the difference between the pleasures of the senses and ananda in the mana because of the shanti of the anand mana. मनशांति से मिलने वाले अंदर के आनंद को, विषयों के संपर्क से होने वाला विषयों का प्लेजर्स को हमें डिफरेंशिएट करके समझना है. Then only what is said here is understood. And again the same example. In the Nidra, there are no Vishayas, no Vishaya Samparka, so much Ananda. Therefore, increasing in the Vishayas, therefore, 100 times more the Ananda. No. Reduction in the Avidya Kama Karma, therefore, Antakarana is more pure, less agitated. In that, 100 times more the Brahma Ananda reflecting. Therefore, Apakarsh ke dwara Anand bad raha hai, not by procuring the objects. Remember it. And the other common sense here, the more objects we gain, the more insecurity comes to us to protect those objects, to involve in them, to indulge in them. The fear that somebody will take away or I have to share with others. Where is the peace and happiness in that person? We have to become contemplative in catching this. So, in this way, by reduction of avidya kama karma, uttarottar abhivruddhi in the ananda will happen. This is taken up to ultimate level of that brahmana hiranyagarbhasya ananda. Not beyond that. It is ultimate. But it is not brahmananda. Okay. Hiranyagarbhasya yavat brahmana ananda iti. Okay. Now, what is parabrahma ananda is very clearly said here. Let us study it one time, two times, three times, four times required, but let us catch. So, first thing is understood. The Vishaya mein pratibimbit matra ananda of the Brahma. भाई ऑब्जेक्ट्स के ऊपर जो डिपेंड होता है उसका आनंद कम होता है. द वन हु इज reducing avidya kama karma, to that extent ananda is growing. He has not given up completely but getting reduced. This in another language of bhakti said the more the person is greedy, asantrupta, even though he is an Indra, but he'll run from one place to the other, never becoming happy. But the other fellow is trupta, but and trupta, even though he is akinchana, yet therefore his ananda is more than that Indra. Where did we see this topic? Remember when Bhagavan Krishna was talking to that Brahmana Deva sent by Rukmini Mata. More contented, therefore more happy he is. Indradi, no trupti, therefore no ananda, therefore they want more and therefore they go and conquer other places and all that. बाकी सब तो वो टॉपिक थोड़ा ये मिलाने से बात और स्पष्ट रूप से समझ में आता है. So that is what the mistake, that the ananda is in objects. No, it is the reduction of avidya kama karma. More and more we become happy. This secret, if we can discover and start implementing, we'll be happy for no reason, just like we are now miserable for no and every reason. Discovering happiness for no reason is spirituality. Becoming miserable for no or any or every reason is called मूर्खता और अविद्या और अज्ञानम. अब खुश रहो और क्या? Think about it. So, having said this way, the reflected Brahmananda through the Vishayas, through Avidya Kama Karma, their degradation from Brahma Ananda to the Manushya Ananda, and then upgradation, Uttarottara Upakarsha, or growth hundredfold from the Manushya to the Brahma Deva Ananda, Hiranyagarbha Ananda. Now, the pure Parabrahma Ananda कैसा मिलता है, वो क्या है बताते हैं. What is that? Listen carefully. कि निरस्ते तो अविद्याकृते विषय विषयी विभागे विद्यया. बस इतना ही साधना. अविद्याकृत विषय विषयी विभाग को विद्या से निरस्त करना है. The ignorance created differentiation between the seer and seen, perceiver and perceived, experiencer and experienced. When the differentiation between these two born out of vidya is removed by the vidya, that there is no two things here are seen, there is only one substratum behind both of them. And that is me. That's why I know the seer I am, I know the seen. Who am I then? I am beyond both seer and seen. I am one in both of them. They don't exist in me. Not knowing this, we have made the seer and seen difference. That not knowing is avidya. So avidya krita vishaya vishi vibhaga vidya ke dwara, when it is niraste, when it is removed. Okay, niraste to avidya krite vishaya vishaya vibhage vidyaya. Only by vidya it can be removed. And vidya, theoretical and practical. Continuously entertaining. I am the conscious entity in whose presence the play of seer and seen, knower and known, perceiver and perceived is happening. and I am that conscious self who is present in both of them, and I am the conscious self who is not touched by them. And in the seer scene difference, only the scene is attracting the seer, and seer is getting identified with the scene, and that's creating the scene of dukkha. This is called as vidya practice. The more we do this practice of vidya, then instead of depending on the scene as a seer, we become the substratum of both of them, or we discover ourselves to be substratum of both of them, which we theoretically understood. जो थियरी में समझा उसको अनुभव में लाना चाहिए कि आई एम दैट कॉन्शियस सेल्फ in whose presence the subject object dichotomy is functioning. That is required for vyavahara, but not for ananda. व्यवहार धर्म शुड बी डन फॉर डूइंग, नॉट फॉर आनंद. फॉर दैट मैटर, आनंद के लिए कुछ भी करो दुखी हो जाओगे. आनंद अपना स्वरूप है, बस उसमें रहने का ही सॉल्यूशन है. दिस वी विल नो आफ्टर स्टडीइंग ऑल उपनिषद्स. इमीडिएटली पता नहीं चलता. सो अविद्यया कृत विषयी विषय विभागस्य विद्यया निरस्यमाने. ओके, निरस्यमाने. सेकंड थिंग, so niraste to avidya kurte vishay vibhage vidyaya. Then see that swabhavikaha paripurnaha ekaha anandaha advaitaha bhavati. Swabhavikaha, not depending on the vishya. So the introduction में क्या हुआ था? Why the ananda meemamsa is done? To know whether this brahma ananda is vishi ananda like tilaukika or is swabhavika. So here it is proved it is swabhavika ananda, बिकॉज विषय को हम पार कर चुके हैं, निरस्त कर दिया, छोड़ दिया पूरा. सो विद्या से अविद्या जनित विषय विषयी विभाग को जब निरस्त कर दी तो विषय ही नहीं है, विषय संबंध नहीं है. सो देन वेयर फ्रॉम द आनंद विल कम? फ्रॉम विद इन ओनली. देयरफॉर दैट आनंद इज स्वाभाविकः. देन परिपूर्ण. द विषय आनंद आर अपरिपूर्ण बिकॉज विषयास आर नॉट परिपूर्ण, दे आर टेम्पररी. Here there is no dependency, therefore paripurna. And is ekaha, one. That is टुकड़े टुकड़े में होता है वो. है कि नहीं? एक रोटी खाए तो आनंद, और एक खाए तो और आनंद, तभी आनंद होता है. एक नहीं, अनेक है वो. फाइनली एकः आनंद अद्वैतः भवति. The one without second ananda, that will come to us. Iti evam artham vibhavishyan. To convey this only, the entire, the second portion of the eighth anuvaka in which Ananda Meemamsa has been given by Shruti Mata is given. That's the purpose. So again summarize करो. तो अविद्या काम कर्म के कारण ब्रह्म आनंद ही मात्रा मात्रा रूप में विषयों के द्वारा हमको मिल रहा है. अविद्या काम कर्म घटाते जाए, हमारा आनंद 100 टाइम बढ़ता रहता है. एंड दैट स्टिल अविद्या काम कर्म इज मेंटेन्ड. द अल्टीमेट लेवल वेयर maintaining the avidya kama karma, maximum ananda we can get, the reflection of brahmananda is reaching to hiranyagarbha sthiti, brahmadeva sthiti. But still it is विषय वाला विद्या काम कर्म संबंधी है, उपाधि युक्त. But the upadhi there is super, finer, deeper, infinite and all that. Brahmadeva ka upadhi. Therefore is maximum ananda among all created. That's why sayako Brahmananda vajaka rukta hai. But that is not Brahmananda. The Brahmananda is through the Vidya, when the Vishaya Sambandha is removed and one without second Brahman is discovered, that Ananda will be there. What is speciality here? The speciality of the Brahmananda is it is Swabhavikaha, it is Paripurnaha, it is Ekaha, it is Advaitaha. Advaita is homogeneous. Ekaham is unbroken. One, not many parts and pieces. Swabhavika is our own self. Paripurnaha is, it is blissful every side. Paripurna Ananda. That is to convey to us that one, this is said. What is said? The Ananda Meemamsa. Okay? Now we will do the first portion. The first portion of first unit of Ananda, which is of a human being when he has got all these six or seven things. Yesterday we started. Now, what is the topic here? Hundredfold Ananda of the higher and higher being is being told to us. And by saying so, that hundredfold Ananda is increasing not because of the Vishayas gained more and Vishay Sambandha is established. No. On the other hand, the avidya kama karma is reduced by the vidya to some extent. To that extent, the ananda is growing 100 times more. So, therefore, higher beings are more knowledgeable, less desire dependent. Therefore, they are more happy. Brahma Deva is maximum knowledge, minimum desire. Therefore, is maximum happy. What is his minimum desire? Desire to give all the jivas ananda. That is his frustration. Therefore, he goes on doing this or that all the time. The Hiranyagarbha Brahma. परब्रह्म में जाओ, विषय विषय संबंधी नहीं है. Therefore, his ananda is not conditional. It is paripurna. Is eka, it's advaya. Advaita. Most important, it is swabhavika. This much Brahmadeva has got knowledge and doing all the things required for the praja. Yet Ananda is not his Swabhavika. It is a reflection of Brahmananda only, though it is in big quantity. What is Brahmadeva's Ananda is every Manushya, whatever Ananda is getting, उन सबको मिलाकर जितना है उनका उतना होता है. Not only Manushya, all the Jiva Koti. But still it is Upadhi Yukta, therefore it is not ultimate. Nirupadika. Brahmananda alone is Shuddha Ananda Swarupa. It has nothing to do with any Vishayas there, Vishayi there. विषयी डिपेंडेंस के बिना ही रहने वाला आनंद ब्रह्मानंद है. दैट इज वाई इट इज ग्रेटर देन ऑल अदर. इन द विषय संबंधित आनंद द अल्टीमेट इज दट ऑफ ब्रह्मदेव. And what is the first unit to discover? You can talk from an ant or amoeba also. One ant getting itself in a sugar hill. Okay, it's Ananda. Then 100 ants is equal to one Madhumakki getting 1,000 flowers. Then that is equal to, again, you can do all that. But then Rishati Mata, from human being, it is starting as a unit. So this is called as a one unit of Ananda to start with the calculation. And by this, what is a Purna Ananda gained by a human equipment, beyond which he cannot think, is now given to us as a unit and an information. Very interesting. Yuva syat sadhu yuvadhyayakah ashishto drudishto balishtaha yam prithvi sarva vittasya purna syat sa eko manusha anandah. This is called one Manushya's complete Ananda. अब इसमें से 1,000 नहीं, 1,00,000 वाला भी हमको भी नहीं है. As you are, we are मनुष्य only. Like we are listening whole day satsanga, but 1% also not entering our head. We are doing 1,000 japa, but 5 बार भी हमारा मन भगवान पे नहीं टिकता है. We have 100 friends, but not even from one fellow we get happiness because we don't relate with anyone lovingly. In the same way, we are human, but what is the unit of human ananda? What is the complete ananda of a human being, which is one unit, while calculating as a unit. In a praman, unit से start होता है. Grams, then 50 gram, 100 gram, 1,000 gram is 1 kg, like that. So what is that? First we'll see from the mantra in half minute, then the bhashyam padenge. So yuva syat, yuva, yuva. Second, syat sadhu yuva. Second, syat sadhu yuva. Third, adhyayakah. Fourth, ashishta. Fifth, drudishta. Sixth, balishta. Seventh is tasya yam prithvi sarvavittasya purna syat. 7. Sa ekaha manusha ananda. That is called as Ananda as a human being at the peak level, maximum level he can reach. And all of us are trying that only. Every Buddha wants to be younger, but how can it be? It's gone. Every youngster wants to be strong, but it depends on your prarabdha. Every strong fellow wants to have everything of this world at his disposal. If all the 6 or 7 things are fully fulfilled, that is one Manushya's full Ananda. That is called first unit. One by one we will see. First one, very interesting. Yuva. Yuva means Prathama Vayaha. Prathama Vayaha means what? Where he is slowly becoming aware of the world and full of zest and zeal and energy. So you know the gradation. So Garbhastha Shishu, then Janita Shishu, then that is Shaishava Avastha. Then as he slowly starts crawling, it's called Balya Avastha. As little goes, it's called Kaumara Avastha. Then it's called Pauganda Avastha. In between also छोटे छोटे आप ऐड कर सकते हो. Then comes the Prathama Yuva Avastha. As it is said, Yuva Prathama Vayaha. So that Prathama Vaya Yuva, you can say from the age of 17, 18 onwards, up to some 20, 22. These 4-5 years. Then as he goes beyond 24, 25 up to 30 is Madhyama Yuva. And 30 to 35, 40 is the later Yuva. And 40 से 50 के बीच में प्रथमा old. Is it not? 50 to 60 the Madhyama old. 60 above the elder old. See, all these names are need to not be valued. The age as it grows, how the individual is there. On that, let us focus. So the first lakshana of a Manushya unit of happiness, complete happiness of Manushya, which is the first unit in calculation of 100, 100, 100. So Yuva, Prathama Vayaha. Not the child also, not about 14, 15 also, not about 25. Let us say 16, 17 to 25. First one, Yuva. Second is very interesting. Sadhu Yuva. Second point, sadhu yuva means what? Iti sadhu cha asa yuva cha iti yunaha visheshanam. So he is a young, but there is a visheshanam to him. He is a sadhu also, not a sadhu sannyasi. Sadhu. Why? देखो मजेदार बात शंकराचार्य जी मजाक उड़ा रहे. He says कि युवा अपि असाधु भवति. Somebody can be young, but they can be asadhu also, useless fellow, troubling everybody. The other way around is what? Ki sadhu api ayuva bhavati. Sometimes he may be a sadhu, but by the time he becomes sadhu, he has crossed all the ages. Now he is old 80. Like we all crossing all the yuva yavastha. Then we become sadhu. Chalo, let us study Bhagavad. Let us study Upanishad. अब साधु बन के क्या फायदा? I want to really serve the nation. That is a sadhu vichara. But what is your age now? Now 90. Only one way you can serve nation. पहले चले जाओ, like जगह खाली करो. और क्या? What else one can do? See the contrast. Somebody can be yuva but a sadhu. Somebody have become sadhu but he has become no more yuva. He has become ayuva. He has grown up. See the combination. Therefore yuva sayat, then sadhu yuva. Sadhu yuva means very, very good, noble, qualified, charactered, no blemishes at all of any sort. That is the youth age के जो भी what do you call the funninesses are there. You know, इतने सारे मस्करी वगैरह youth on the name of this is our age we have to do. Oh nonsense बहुत सारा करते हैं ना. Everything, the raggings, the teasings, the arrogances, the indisciplines, and janbujkar troubling others, taking badlas. These are all the asadhu lakshana of this general common yuva. Youngsters, okay, you see every day in your own house the children how disobedient, asadhu. One they cross the age of 14, खत्म हो गया. Every day सुबह उठते रात में सोने तक discussion, argument, discussion, disobedience, वो चिचु घिचपिच होता ही रहता है. फिर भी वैराग्य नहीं होता. That is the power of mamata or attachment. They beat each other. Again, they put ointment to each other. So that it can heal and they can ready to beat each other again. Most funniest, useless thing. Why? Because in this bargain, life is wasted. Never we turn towards the God. That is the reason for which we said. So those none of those youngsters, avalakshana, apalakshana, durlakshana, rasad lakshana are not there. That's called as sadhu yuva. So yuva, young, sadhu yuva, good, noble young, which is a surprise. And always remember, sadhutva is not only in the outer expression. Sadhutva actually is genuine inner noble quality. Otherwise, depending on some conditions, like the youngster in front of the boss or the examiner or a teacher or anyone Babaji comes at home, for though minute he acts like a sadhu only, acts like a sadhu. But inside all asahadu lakshanas are there. Therefore, sadhutva is not in putting chandan, bindi and all or in dresses or just doing namaskar outside. Aha. Sadhu lakshana belongs to mana, not bahya, action or vyavahar. Expressed outside, of course, but inside it is there. पाय लागो पापा जी, but अंदर पाँव खींचो पापा जी. अरे इनसाइड आउटसाइड जैसे प्रणाम करता हूँ, इन अंदर से बोलते टांग खींचता हूँ. इट इज लाइक ए स्नेक. स्नेक एग्जाम्पल द बेस्ट. वो लगता है हमारे चरण को छू रहा है, बट उसका पर्पस क्या है? जहर हमारे अंदर डाल के मार देना. Snake example. It is bending its head at our feet, but only to kill us. असाधु. So here ऐसा नहीं है. साधु युवा. Beautiful. No impurities, no indisciplines, no arrogances, no disobediences. पक्का है. Matured, let us say. दो बातें हो गए, युवा एंड साधु युवा. थर्ड वन इज व्हाट कि ओके, युवा प्रथमवयाः साधु युवा इति साधुः च असौ युवा च इति यूनः विशेषणं. युवा अपि असाधुः भवति, साधुः अपि अयुवा. अतः विशेषणं युवा स्यात् साधु युवा इति. Therefore, specially it is said युवा and साधु युवा इति. Like yesterday, Rukmini ji talking about Krishna. With all these 6 lakshanas you are there, matching with me, how can I choose anyone if not you? Whom else other than you? That way. So, Visheshanam. Second point is over. Now, third one is Adhyayakaha. Adhyayakaha means Athita Vedaha. Again, which is very tough thing in today's world. बड़े बड़े बुजुर्ग लोग भी आते नहीं उपनिषद वेदांत पढ़ने को. बट दिस इज अध्यायकः मीन्स अधीत वेदः. By the time only that you has studied all the Vedas with Vedanga and all knowledges are there in him about the Prapti of Brahma Tattva, and for that the sadhana and means and what is to be done at present for purity of Antakarana called as Swadharmanushtanam. All these which are mentioned in the Veda, the Sara of that all he has got it, he is called as Adhita Vedaha is equal to Adhyayakaha. Third quality. Fully he has got authentic knowledge. That's the means. Authentic knowledge and firm knowledge in him from that authority. Adhita Veda, not browsed through Veda. But he has gone deeply. And there are some youngsters, from many janmas they brought those samskara. So they go to some gurus and study by the age of 18, 20, 25. Very, clarity about the Vedic Jnanam, Adhyatmika Jivanam, that comes to them. There is a meaning of Adhyayakaha, Adhita Vedaha, third quality. Yuva, Sadhu Yuva, Adhyayakaha. Fourth one is very interesting. What is that? Ashishtaha. Ashishtaha means Ashastrutamaha. The full of ambitions, full of hopes, full of inspirations, full of great visions. Ek Ashavadi. Not like some of the youngsters, they give up before taking up only. There's no vision in life. Like some days when you come to the class, dull and bore and पता नहीं नहीं गए तो क्या होगा, रोते रोते आते. कब खत्म हो गया क्लास, हो जाएगा वो देखते. But another day we will study every shloka. पूरा हम ध्यान से सुनेंगे, समझेंगे. It's only imagination. Huh? That is called as Ashastritamaha for that day. है कि नहीं? Every day the moods change. According to that we behave. We are very moody and mooda in English as well as Sanskrit. वन डे फुल ऑफ एम्बिशन, खुद ही सबको फोन लगाते हैं, खुद ही किचन में जाकर कॉफी बना के फर्स्ट टाइम पति को देते हैं. ऑल दिस आशास्त्रतम है, आशिष्ट है, फुल गोइंग टू द मार्केट, गेटिंग द थिंग्स, सेटिंग द हाउस एट होम. I'm just a minimum examples I am giving for the word ashishta. Our problems are sorted out, the bills are paid, everything. Contrast to that other day, निराशा, उठने को ही राजी नहीं, उठ गए तो फिर से सो जाते, only waiting for lunch time to eat and sleep again, dinner time to sleep again. That's an absolutely hopeless life, without any ambitions, without any goals. But this youngster, along with his first three qualities of Yuva, Sadhu Yuva, Adhyayakaha, is Ashishtaha. Don't you see in this world both type of youngsters? है ना? Every field they are there. And this आशावादियों को ये निराशावादी निराशा गुजारते, like in any of the firms or companies, more importantly in the government offices, when the new youngsters join with so much आशावादा, ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, बाकी जो सीनियर्स ना देखेंगे 2 महीने के बाद and they do something by which this fellow also gets converted like them. And देखो जब जबरदस्ती है तो काम करेंगे, कोई कंपल्शन, अदरवाइज रिलैक्स. निराशावाद. Nirashavada means not inspired, just dull life. Another very, very big disease for human beings. The only way to conquer negativities and all is what? All the reason, keep on having the goals and from within love that goal and go on doing. Spiritually as well as worldly goals. कुछ तो गोल लगाकर काम करते हुए उस तमोगुण से हमको बाहर आना, द निराशावाद से बाहर आना है, द होपलेसनेस से. नो, never ever allowed. In the mornings generally when you get up at 4:35, ये निराशावाद, उठ के क्या करूं मैं, मेरे को सोना ही है, नहीं सोऊंगा तो क्या होएगा, दिस टाइप ऑफ द थिंग. सो टू ऑन द डे ऑफ उपवास, अरे मैंने किसके नाम पे, कौन से भगवान के नाम पे मैंने कहना छोड़ दिया, कोई अकलमंद बंदा तो छोड़ता ही नहीं. वाई डिड आई टेक अप दिस व्रत? This is negative. Positive, get up 4 o'clock, go out, have that fresh air. By that time, the nidra will go on away. Come home, take bath, sit for that japa and dhyana with full inspiration. Today I will do my sadhana. Today I will extra sadhana. I will do deeply. I will do. This is called as ashishta. So to not one day, twice a week I will do upvasa for the Lord. Why can't I do? I shall do that. This is called ashishta. So in this yuvas ashishta, ambitions of conquering this, achieving that, putting effort in this one. That's what. Like Hanumanji was in Nirasha. Today or tomorrow we'll see. Jamban said, Rama Kaju lagi tava avatara. Kanaka bhutara akara. Immediately has become such a ashishta. He says, I'll go finish Ravana, pull the whole Lanka into the ocean, डुबा के सीता जी को लेकर आता हूं मैं. That is what ashishta. Generally the oldies, they suppress this ashishta attitude of the youth. And youth also have that ashavada, but in the negative directions. So the elder person's knowledge, youngsters ashishtatva, when they come as synergy, then that synergy can really become creative, constructive, productive. Not only for both of them, for the whole world. Mainly we have to aim at the contribution to the world. So never discourage the youngsters. आशिष्ट है तो encourage करो. See, the first line of Sundarakanda of Tulasi Ramayana. जामवंत के वचन सुहाए सुनि हनुमंत हर्षि उठी धाये, है ना. लाइक सच्चे सुहाय वचन हनुमान, जामवान ने कहा कि हनुमान को सुनकर ना हर्ष उत्साह हो गया. तब लगी मोहि परिखेउ तुम भाई, सही दुख कंद मूल फल खाई, जब लगी आहूं सीता ही देखी, हुई काज मोहि हरस विशेष. Every line is so inspiring there. It is a synergy of Jambavan and Hanuman. Ashishtaha in life. Ashastru. Ashishta means Ashastru Tamaha. Superlative degree is put here. Tara and Tama. Taratamya कहते हैं. Ashastru Tama. Like Ut, Uttara and Uttama. Ut is normal. Uttara is comparative degree. Uttama is superlative. So Ashastru Tama. Highly ambitious. Aggressively ambitious. You know that? In today's Indian government, it is Ashastru Tama. People those who are not able to understand, half people, half not able to digest, they only try to pull down. Ashastrutamah. Defense, we have to grow. Border security, we have to grow. Self dependency, economically, we have to grow. All other products we have to create in our nation, make in the country. These are all आशावाद. नहीं तो जो कर रहा है करता है हो रहा है अब दुनिया तो चलेगा बाबा मगर ईश्वर बेचारा क्या करे वो तो he has to continue गलती किया उन्होंने हमको निर्माण करने का therefore he will push the world to move ahead. That was the earlier governments. And in every of the nation, any of the nation where the main governing people are not this Ashishtaha, that country will be in all losses, in all those debts, etc. You can see all our neighbor countries. Yeah, Sri Lanka वैसे Bangladesh है, Pakistan वैसा है, Nepal also. And all of them are supported by China. They are supporting. But the countries which are taking guidance from India, they are also entering into Ashavada. तो आशिष्ट आशास्तु तमः ना ठीक है जो मिल गया उससे हम ठीक है अब कुछ नहीं करते हैं आई थिंक स्पिरिचुअलिटी में कंटेंटमेंट जो बात है ना वो अलग है इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी देयर शुड बी कंटेंटमेंट फॉर द मटेरियल थिंग्स बट एज रिगार्ड स्पिरिचुअल साधना इज कंसर्न यू हैव टू हैव आशास्तु तमः जस्ट नो वी सेड मॉर्निंग 4 बजे उठे नहाए एकदम बैठ गए 3 घंटे हिलना नहीं चाहिए meditation. That is the Ashavad. I will, what do you say, conquer or achieve the asana siddhi. I will achieve the pranamaya kosha shuddhi. I will achieve the mana shuddhi and ekagrata. आशस्त्रवाद नहीं हो रहा है रो मत करते जाओ होएगा वो जैसा करने से होता है जानकर करो दिस वर्ड आई लव मोर इन आशास्त्रवा तमः आशिष्ट Yuva, Sadhayuva, Adhyayakaha Ashishta. Now, if India takes this as the quotation and keeps it written in the entire schools and colleges, and with this as the aim or basis, if they develop the education system, how wonderful will be the whole world, in fact. Indians, well trained with Upanishadic Jnanam, should go the whole globe and the world and they should guide everyone. Ashastrutamah. हो गया नेक्स्ट वन आशिष्ट हो गया दृढ़िष्ट नो आशा तो है बट आशा के कारण यू स्टार्टेड लिटिल बिट लिटिल प्रॉब्लम्स केम अप एंड देन यू गेव अप there are very many people they are aramba shuratvam it's called in sanskrit they are shura veera in the beginning but after going some distance they find some big difficulties problem they say हमसे नहीं होगा वापस these things you will see in this केदारनाथ माता रानी की यात्रा में they are ashishta. I will climb the mountain. No need a pony, no need a palki. बट आधा किलोमीटर चलने के बाद सारा सांसों में याद आती घर का इतना सांस फूल जाता है देन दे से ले आओ घोड़ा घोड़ा नहीं है गधा है तो ले आओ दीज पीपल दे नो तो घोड़े वाले पालकी वाले दे टेल हिया 4,000 ले जाएंगे एंड दिस अम्मा सेज कि नहीं नहीं मैं 4,000 कहाँ दूंगी आई विल वॉक ओनली in 1 kilometer and she walks. He can't go further, can't go back also, can't stay there. Then he comes, the पालकी वाला हाँ जो हम क्या करें 4,000 अब बोलते 8,000 he will increase it double. So दृढ़िष्ट नहीं है वहाँ आशिष्ट है but whenever some difficulties problems come they compromise they give up. Many of other ashishta but that's not sufficient. Dhrudishta firm resolution to fulfill whatever the dreams we have dreamed in whichever the field. Here we are talking about the युवा ideal. वो कहाँ यूज करेगा वो नहीं बताएंगे इधर. In whichever the field is. दृढ़िष्ट वंडरफुल डिस्क्रिप्शन ना हाउ वंडरफुल और श्रुति माता हमको लगता है इसमें सिर्फ वेदांत ब्रह्म ज्ञान एवरीथिंग इज गिवन दृढ़ फॉर्म रेजोल्यूशन दृढ़ ओके एक एक चीज इन चीजों को घुसाना है सारे युवा पीढ़ी के अंदर युवा बनो साधु बनो शास्त्र पढ़ो आशावादी बनो दृढ़ रहो वेयर आर दीज थिंग्स स्टार्ट वेरी लेस दृढ़ दृढ़ इन फॉलोइंग द वैल्यूज दृढ़ इन फॉलोइंग द पाथ फॉर रीचिंग द चोजन गोल दृढ़ता। विषय सेकरण में, विषय भोग में, उसमें दृढ़ता होता है हमको। लाइक ना, कॉफ़ी ज़रूर पिएँगे सुबह बस। कुछ-कुछ लोग तो 20-20 साल से एक दिन भी कॉफ़ी नहीं छोड़े। महान दृढ़ता। और उतनी दृढ़ता 20-20 साल से एक सत्संग भी नहीं सुने, उसमें भी है फिर। समझिए, हम इसमें ही नहीं दृढ़ और में भी दृढ़ में है। क्या है? आपने 4700 क्लासेस किए, हमने एक क्लास भी अटेंड नहीं किया। अब देखो हमारी दृढ़ता। दे आर दृढ़ इन दैट आल्सो। दृढ़िष्ठः। देखो, आशा है, दृढ़ता है, बट प्रैक्टिकली करना भी है ना। Therefore, what is required for the practical doing? Balishtaha is fully very well built physically, psychologically, intellectually. This is more important because सब कुछ है लेकिन अब नहीं है ताकत करने को तो। Like all the coaches are Ashishtaha, Drudishtaha. But they are not balishta. They are only coaches. They only can coach others and watch from the what is the pavilion and all. The youngsters will perform there. That's what the balishtaha means. What? Balavattamaha. So Ashishtaha, Drudishtaha, Balishtaha कहते हुए superlative degree. Shruti Mata herself used the word. So therefore Ashishtaha, Ashasthrutamaha, Drishtaha, Drudatamaha, Balishtaha, Balavattamaha. Maximum strength. Balavattama, maximum firmness, drishtaha, ashishtaha, ashasthrutamaha, maximum peak level tak he has got his ambitions. In any field, you know, like where do you want to join army? अब बताओ आर्मी में क्या बनना है? मैं लांस नायक बनूंगा। अरे यार, आई विल बिकम सीडीएस, चीफ ऑफ डिफेंस सर्विसेज, वहां तक जाना चाहिए। Chief of Army Staff. That is my ambition. That is called as Ashishta. Is it not? So too, government job. What the government? कहीं धक्का मुक्का खा के कोई पहले रिकमेंडेशन होते थे, आज नहीं है। तो बस कोई स्टाफ सिलेक्शन में हो जाए तो किलर को बनेंगे। That's not. I'll be the head of the whole department. That is Ashishta. Is it not? बिजनेस। हाँ, बस एक छोटा-सा ग्रोसरी का एक दुकान जिसमें हर दिन 5,000 का इन्वेस्ट कराएँगे, फिर एक 5 200-300 मिलेगा काफ़ी। नो! Our system is what? I'll have big supermarket and branches all over the country. The people are there like they, because of that only there are hundreds of all sorts of business firms in India which have spread their wings all over. Again, hotels, chain of hotels are there, chain of restaurants are there, chain of the grocery shops are there, you know all that, मैं क्यों बताऊं? आशिष्टा सबसे ज्यादा हमको सोचना है। एंड फॉर अस आल्सो आशिष्टा, सुबह दोपहर शाम सारे उपनिषद पढ़ेंगे, भागवत पढ़ेंगे, पुराण पढ़ेंगे। दिस इज आशिष्टा। अदरवाइज एक थोड़ा सा छोटा किताब पढ़कर रख देना, हर दिन में बस 15 मिनट सुनकर या पढ़ के रख देना, नहीं आशिष्ट। और भी एनर्जी मिल जाए और 2 क्लास लगाए। सो युवा, साधु युवा, आशिष्ट, दृढ़िष्ट, बलिष्ठ। अध्याय का अध्याय का मिस किया हमने। 6 qualities: युवा, साधु युवा, अध्याय का, आशिष्ट, दृढ़िष्ट, बलिष्ठ. These are the 6 ways a youth has to be trained. And throughout life you have to remain. Yuva may not be, but sadhu you can be. Adhyayaka we can be. Ashishta we can be. Ashishta, I will do upasana such a way that the devata will give darshanam. I'll do meditation in which I truly transcend all the panchakoshas and discover myself in the buddhi guha. We can have these spiritual goals. But asha will not help her. You should know the sadhana, and while doing the sadhana, we have to have drudhishta, firm resolution. कुछ भी हो जाए करेंगे. You know, these are all checked again in our sadhana column, in our attending the class. Those who are not drudha in their conviction to attend class, the little problems come, they just compromise. Oh, अब जो दृढ़िष्ठ है अब छोड़ेंगे नहीं. For the adrudishta and drishta, for both of them problems are same. Common, na? Some obligations come, friends, relatives come, health issues will be there. कोई important काम होगा, यही तो होगा ना सबको. But the Dhrudishta says, I will attend class first. then other things. Then do not do the in this. He said, ठीक है एक दिन क्लास मिस हो तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? He will anyway repeat tomorrow. You understand? The repetition works for the one who heard earlier day. The secondary repetition is a consolation, an encouragement, a prize money, an incentive to the one who heard earlier day. Like in Taittiriya, Yajurveda, Brahmana is taught, but again as a incentive. Is not the quotation from Rigveda mantra every time given? तदप्येष श्लोको भवति तदप्येष श्लोको भवति तदप्येष श्लोको भवति हर बार आ रहा है वही है हमारे लिए अथॉरिटी इसलिए वी रिपीट इट दृढ़िष्ठ बट दैट इज नॉट इनफ वी शुड हैव ऑल द रिसोर्सेस एंड स्ट्रेंथ्स दैट्स कॉल्ड बलिष्ठ ओके छह चीजें हो गई नाउ द सेवंथ वन इज इंपॉर्टेंट व्हाट इज द सेवंथ वन कि तस्य टू दैट सच ए पर्सन ऑफ ऑल अबव सिक्स क्वालिटीज ए युवा युवा साधु युवा अध्यायकः आशिष्टः दृढिष्ठः बलिष्ठः सिक्स थिंग्स then the seventh one is tasya iyam prithvi this earth means urvi sarva vittasya sarva vittena upavoga sadhanena so all the vitta also is at his own disposal what is the vitta upabhoga sadhanena for enjoyments whatever the things that are required to this fellow all of them are let us say there and upavoga sadhanena what are they drushtarthena then adrushtarthena hmm. Hmm. So drushtarthena means he has got all the sadhanas to enjoy here while alive and when he has to die and go somewhere to enjoy there what is that which helps doing all the yajnas havana upasana puja here na the required things for this they are also fully there. That's the meaning of vitta vittaha sarva vittasya purna syat this word is being explained along with the above six things the seventh thing is God that he has got all the vitta purna. What is the vitta upabhoga samagri upabhoga for what this life and other life. सो इन अदर लाइफ उपभोग के लिए इस जन्म में यज्ञ याग करने के लिए जो चाहिए सब कुछ उनके साथ and in this life for the upabhoga everything is there for all the five sense organs whatever the bhoga he wants everything just in the the clap distance only बुला दो आ जाता है सर्व वित्त उनको है तो घूमना है तो गाड़ियां हैं हवाई जहाज है पर्सनल खाना है तो बिग बिग अपने खुद के रेस्टोरेंट है पहनना है तो हाई फाई क्वालिटी कपड़े हैं जूते हैं यू अंडरस्टैंड नहाना इज गॉट स्विमिंग pools not full so this is the meaning of sarva vitta purna there is no dearth of anything there are some people born in the rich families they are having this one sarva vittasya purna throughout the world they travel I mean their own personal chartered things whole family because vitta purna hai there's nothing they can't buy in this world and sometimes they buy even MLAs ministers also by giving money and all ये सब होता है सो तस्य इयं सर्वा पृथ्वी वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात् मीन्स वित्तस्य वित्तेन उपभोग साधनेन दृष्टार्थेन अदृष्टार्थेन च कर्म साधनेन संपन्ना पूर्णा so ultimately that means what he is also along with all above six qualities raja पृथ्वीपति इत्यर्थः he is also a king because king को ही सारे वित्त होता है यह आमुष्मिक पाने के लिए जो करना है उसके लिए now tasya cha yah anandaha when all these things are there of that raja and yuva and sadhu yuva and adhyayaka ashishta drushta balishta and sarva vittasya purna prithvi is in his disposal what is the ananda just imagine of that one person tasya cha yah anandaha sah ekah manushah manushyanam prakrishtah ekah anandaha that is one maximum ananda a human being can get which is a first unit see the Shruti Mata's explanation अब इसमें हम सबके ambition सारे आ गए he is a raja also nobody can command him he only can command whether things or beings, है ना? जब राजा चाहता है तो कुछ होता है, कुछ चीज ही नहीं जो नहीं होता. So he is a king also. पृथ्वी सर्वा, नॉट किंग ऑफ बाय द नेम इज किंग, बट गली का ही राजा है. ना ना ना, दिल्ली का राजा है, नॉट गली का. पूरा दुनिया का, देश का राजा है. दैट इज वन मनुष्य प्रकृष्ट आनंद. Maximum a human being can imagine an ananda is when all these things are there. And that is one unit. 100 times multiplied to that is the मनुष्य के अंदर. अब देखो, सोचते जाओ. एंड इसमें से कंपेयर करो, एक एक चीज है. राजा सर्वावित्त से पूर्ण से पृथ्वी, काय का राजा हम. नाम राजे रज्जा कर सकते, लेकिन हम तो राजा क्या, ये क्या बोलते हैं, व्हाट इज दैट, इवन वी आर नॉट इवन a सैनिक also. One by one thing, you are, age maybe you are, but the mind is already became old. Sadhu yuva, from the beginning the mind is polluted with all negative things. अध्याय कहा, एज गुजर रहा है लेकिन कोई शास्त्र पढ़ा है नहीं. आशिष्ट, we can't die, therefore we are surviving. There was no ambition at all in life. Dhrudishta, for everything he has no decision of his own. Everybody is asking, मैं नहाऊं कि नहीं नहाऊं, मैं चाय पीऊं कि नहीं, मैं वहां जाना चाहता हूं, जाऊं क्या. There is no दृढ़ता in his own decisions. मत करो ये बात, खुद डिसाइड करो अपने जिंदगी का. बी स्ट्रांग. हाउ लॉन्ग यू डिपेंड ऑन अदर्स एडवाइसेस. एंड डोंट टेल दैट्स व्हाई स्वामी वी डोंट टेक योर एडवाइस. अरे यार मेरे को छोड़ो, आई डोंट टॉक टू यू माई सेल्फ, नो, इट्स अ गुरु परंपरा. वी नेवर लिसन टू यू, वी आर दृढ़िष्ठ. फर्स्ट, not this way दृढ़िष्ठ, there firm decision. then बलिष्ठ, है ना. न्यूज में अनाउंस हो गया मॉनसून, अरे ऑलरेडी सर्दी जुकाम. न्यूज को सुनकर, है ना. There is a कहानी of that Raja. He got so much cheek, all that sardi jukam. They were inquiring why it has happened. Then it is found that the hathi in which he was doing savari, it has put his feet on a palak ka sabji. पालक के ऊपर हाथी ने पांव लगाया तो हाथी के ऊपर बैठे राजा को जुकाम हो गया. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज बलिष्ठ. नो बल. Then Prithvi Sarvasya Vitta Purnasya, where is that? Small house of 100 yards only in litigation with 4 brothers fighting. Therefore, we are miserable. So, a unit of a maximum ananda of a human being is explained here. Raja Prithvipati iti artha. Tasya cha yah anandaha. The ananda of that person. Saha ekaha manushaha. Means manushyanam prakrushtaha. Ekaha ananda. One unit of maximum ananda of a human being, which he can imagine. We all can imagine that. Prithvi sarvavittasya purnasyad includes everything required to enjoy in this world and the other world. They all have come in it. No item is left behind. Sab kuch hai. Okay, then 100 times more than is Manushya Gandharva, all that comes. Te shatam manusha anandah sa eko manushya gandharvanam anandah shrotriyasya cha kamah tasya. Now this has to be thoroughly studied, the second line. After that, the thing being repeated again and again, it won't be repeated by Shankara Bhagavan. Because ek baar bol diya. Because in this shloka, it is said that not only the Manushya Gandharva 100 times more happy from the Manushya, and the reason is what? Shrotriya and Akamahata. Means what? A Manushya, when he becomes Shrotriya and Akamahata, he need not become Manushya Gandharva to multiply his Ananda to 100-fold. Just to become Shrotriya Kama, you are already reached. In the same way, Manushya reduces further his own Shrotriyatva increases and Kamahatatva is reduces, without becoming the 100 times of Manushya Gandharva, that particular effort bina rakhe hue, that Ananda he gets. In this way, remaining as human body, you understand? Then Shrotriya Akamahatatva, what is that we have not explained? Tomorrow the whole day we spend for that. When the Shrotriya Akamahatatva are achieved to the maximum level, being a human, he'll enjoy Ananda as much as Hiranyagarbha. You need not become Hiranyagarbha, but you can by reducing Shrotriya, by having the Shrotriya and Akama Tattva, up to Brahmadeva Ananda we can get. Udar jaye bina, gaye bina. And all of that again is the reflected Ananda, not Uttama or Purna Brahma Ananda. Brahma Ananda is different. Where that drashta drushya differentiation is transcended, ekamevadvayam Brahman is recognized. All those beautiful things to study will come tomorrow. So आज थोड़ा क्या homework है हमको? First in the introduction we spoke 15 minutes, very crucial thoughts regarding our preparation to be able to doing every sadhana fruitfully, successfully. General introduction it was. Then we came to study the main Upanishad mantra. These uh, the first two paragraphs discussion of how the Shrotriya Akama Tattva or when Avidya Kama Karma are reduced, then only the Ananda becomes 100 times more contemplate on. And this topic also. What is a unit of maximum Ananda a human being can get? Or what is the maximum Ananda a human being can imagine, which is a unit in the calculation. ठीक है एंड विदाउट ये सब हमको आनंद चाहिए तो कहाँ से आएगा बताओ now we will see the gradation around 10 or 12 stages will be told and each one you multiply with 100 manusya is 1 manusya gandharva 1 into 100 100 immediately next one is 100 into 100 10,000 उसके बाद उसको फिर मल्टीप्लाई 100 से 10,000 हाँ कितना होगा 10 लाख हो जाएगा उसको फिर 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर 10 करोड़ 4 में ही 10 करोड़ हो गया अभी 10 है वहां मल्टीप्लाई करो कितना आनंद होगा बट ऑल ऑफ दैट अगेन उपाधि युक्त आनंद then if that upadhi yukta ananda is such like that how great must be the shuddha brahmananda therefore to divert our mind toward the brahmananda all this is said not to become manushya gandharva and deva gandharva pitru उसके लिए मत जाना थैंक यू ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु थैंक यू let us study Adhyaya Yoga Darshan for some time.